Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
He needs some space. He needs some space. Uptown, downtown, uptown, downtown. What freak's that?
The Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Houston Cougars offense will start this game off. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
Just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws. So nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time. It's cliche, but the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He'll run it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Oh, you picked him up so late.
Defense, he picks up 4 to the 32. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Boy.
He's going to pass on second down.
Boy.
It's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance.
That's all we missed.
To throw the football, to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2-star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Stopped after making the catch. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss. He can take it to the house.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
Jesus!
It's important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Safe completion on the screen.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
I'm just going to the 2nd quarter, man. Terrible breaks, Holmes.
That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Houston going up tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Houston will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one.
Looks like he's going to smack the...
On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable.
Running toward the tape. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Makes the catch and knocked down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The snap sets up the throw.
No! Come on!
Crosses the 30. He's got away. He gets it past the first down marker, and they...
Where you sit? Get the... Oh, you got super lucky. Come on.
Job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And the ball's on the ground.
Oh, my God.
The offense didn't have a chance.
Oh, what are you doing?
Dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You got to give kudos to this defense. They are so well coached up. How about the awareness and the ability to play with great eye discipline? They located the football. They located that receiver on the jet sweep and were able to make the tackle.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down.
So trash, man. They're on the ball.
Hand off from the gun. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
He's right on target. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with 2 points.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense...
Intercepted. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tackle on something extra on their lead before the break.
I don't know what I was trying to do.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the ground with the back. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Hand off to the lone back. Runs through the tackle. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Makes his connection.
You gotta be kidding me.
And he's brought down after a huge completion. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside.
No!
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Oh,
We played 2 quarters here.
not a
Time to go to
touchdown.
Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They get him down after he makes the catch. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got his man, makes the grab. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, trying to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Got a man. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw, using the quick game. Oh, they're not getting free. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Man, that's frustrating for a defense. You got him in 3rd and long. You know it's a pass. No, it's not until it isn't. They run the football. They get you, get a first down. Frustration. Got to move on to the next play.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success. Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in. You've got to like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Unloads it.
Oh, come on!
It's complete. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Defense going to jam these receivers right off.
Oh, come on.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here puts the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way.
Oh,
but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Cougars are in the hurry-up. The give and the run on 4th down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On 1st down, here comes this offense.
Jesus.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He makes the connection. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down.
That's 4th. There we go.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Not able to pop a big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Quarterback checking the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Brown wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And that pass is caught at the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Houston wants to play fast. A 1st down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now try to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, bro. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching...
Jesus, man, y'all can't get to the quarterback.
You can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Running back searching.
Yes! Yes!
Down in the backfield, he'll lose.
Yes!
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. Wants to bring it back. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
No.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
Maybe I didn't use it.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Oh, we got
now
first. Okay, I
down
didn't
from
know
the
that.
45-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. From the gun,
opened up.
Give on the inside. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
I see you.
Brown will throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch.
Come on.
Touchdown, Cougars.
Come on.
And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Come on.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this
bring it out, so I should be
put
down to
this
50
game
seconds.
in the hands of their defense to salt it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. send its offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position.
Trying to get behind the defense.
Are you serious? Oh
Makes
my
the catch on the
God.
inside. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball
I
out
knew
of
it.
his
I was
hands
like, I
to
probably
his
left too much
receiver,
time on
where he
this
can
stuff.
continue to
Jeez,
catch
man.
the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
He's going to pass. Gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Using his legs to buy some time.
Oh, no.
And the ball comes out.
Oh, my God.
Trapped, and it'll be a safety. And what a break to get that football back at this juncture. That would have been catastrophe. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So with the
I
lead
tweaked.
they're ready
Oh,
to
my
just drain the
God.
clock in victory formation. The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. This one was a lot like a tennis match back.